And now, the Nantucket High School graduating class of 2020.
It feels very surreal to graduate, but I am very excited for what's to come, and I will miss Nantucket High School. And I just want to say goodbye to all my amazing teachers I've had and all the wonderful friends I've been able to meet over the last 4 years.
Just want to say congratulations, Claire. We're so proud.
Yeah, congratulations.
Very excited to go on with my life, and I have a very gracious goodbye for Chris Cothran and Miss Martineau. I want to thank all the teachers and friends at NHS, and it's been a long time coming, and I'm excited for a new chapter.
Feels great to graduate, and I enjoyed the last 4 years for sure.
Congratulations, Liam. We're so proud of you.
It's been an honor to be at Nantucket High School the past 4 years. I'd like to thank all the teachers, faculty, and all my classmates for an awesome 4 years.
We're very proud of Joel. He's had a great 4 years, and he's gonna go on to another great 4 years at Tufts.
The day has finally come. It's been a great 4 years and really a great 18 years on island. It's been a big family. It's been so much fun. And as a final goodbye, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone.
Just want to say that how grateful we are for this community, this school system, and for looking after our firstborn, and couldn't be more proud of Tyler on this great day.
It's awesome to graduate, but a little bittersweet. And my only goodbyes is just kind of thank you for all the memories and friends that I have now.
I want to say thank you to all my teachers and to all the incredible people I've met. I've made a lot of memories that I won't forget.
We're just so proud of Freya. She works so hard, and you know, she's just getting ready to spread her wings and fly now.
And to my teachers, thank you for doing a wonderful job educating me and making me the man I am today.
Final goodbyes is to everyone here that helped me throughout my school year, and all my friends and my family for carrying me along.
Wishing him all the best in his achievements.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to my nephew. I'm so very proud of him, and bless him.
It feels great to graduate high school. I'm happy for a fresh start, and I'd like to say thank you and goodbye to all my teachers at NHS.
Just our appreciation. We're very proud of Amelia, and thankful to the Nantucket High School.
Best memory is just hanging out with all the ACT boys, having fun.
Best of luck in college, buddy. It's been a great run. Proud of you.
And I'd like to thank all the teachers and people who have supported me and helped me get here to where I am.
It feels surreal to be graduating right now. I don't really know exactly how I want to say goodbye yet.
I definitely want to say goodbye to all the lovely staff members and people who supported me along the way.
How it feels to graduate? Honestly, it feels great. I'm ready to explore the world, go out, see new things, meet new people. I'm just ready to be me.
It feels pretty good. Finally got it over with, and I'm excited for the future.
Great to graduate. Not many final goodbyes, just my friends, Mr. Cothran.
Being graduate is the most beautiful feeling that we have because it's just one time at the year and it's your unique experience.
It's a truly epic moment.
It feels so good graduating from Nantucket High School. To be able to say that and to be able to put it on any resume is a great feeling. My final goodbyes would be to Miss Arisman. Her AP Environmental class, I feel like really has changed how I see the world. And to all the teachers along the way who have supported me academically, personally, the many wonderful, caring teachers at Nantucket High School.
It feels really good to graduate and get out of here. And thank you to all the teachers that always helped us out.
It is such an honor to be graduating here at the Nantucket High School, and I'm really going to miss being here.
hopefully I will be coming back soon to say hi to all my teachers. I'm definitely gonna miss them. My favorite memories are advisory with Gervin, or what we like to call him Gerv Rat, because we were the Wood Rats.
All the hard work has paid off. I'm just so happy to be here with my family and watch the rest of my friends graduate.
Very exciting to finally graduate and be going on to my next chapter. And some of my favorite memories are advisory with Molson and just hanging out with my friends.
I'm just really proud of myself, and I'm happy that I have these great people that helped me with it.
My memories are just mostly growing up with my friends, going to school with them for my whole life, and having fun.
It feels great. The only memory I can think of is winning badminton.
I think it feels super amazing, like all the hard work that my class and I have done finally paying off. And I think a memory that I'd like to share is probably junior prom. I think overall that night was just really amazing. It feels really good to graduate, and soccer all 4 years of high school, hockey season, diving season, and tennis were my favorite memories over high school.
Yeah, it feels great to graduate, especially because this moment is like really what my high school career has been leading up to, and it feels just as good as I thought it would. And my favorite memory would definitely be winning an overtime playoff soccer match my senior year when it was pouring rain.
It feels great to graduate. I'd say it's about time. One of the greatest things I'd say about this was coming to Nantucket and finishing my school year here. It was awesome.
It feels pretty good. I didn't think it was gonna feel this good, even with all the things that we've been through, especially not knowing if I was gonna get a real graduation or not. So I'm just happy to be here.
All right, thank you, high school, for the best years of my life. Shout out Barone, one of the best basketball coaches I ever had. Shout out Merrill, one of my favorite teachers by far. Shout out Matty Ice for always dealing with these injuries I had throughout high school. Thank you. On to you.
I'm really happy that something could be done in such a short amount of time. I'm really thankful to our teachers and our principal. And my favorite memory is joining the lacrosse team.
It feels really good to graduate. I feel super accomplished, and probably my favorite memory would be starting my first day of senior year.
It's very exciting to be graduating. I'm just happy that I finally made it to graduation.
Well, I feel very fortunate that we get to graduate on a beautiful day like today, and that we actually got to come back to our school to do it. My favorite memory would be going through high school with my sister, who graduates tomorrow.
It feels amazing, and I loved being co-captain of an undefeated golf season.
It feels really good. I'm really proud to graduate. And my favorite memories have to be in cross country.
It feels great to graduate. I'm so happy that we got to have a ceremony, even if it's not what we expected. I think my favorite part of high school has been being able to keep my same friends the entire way. I really love them.
I don't know how to describe how I'm feeling right now graduating during a pandemic, but it feels great that I'm now graduating from high school. And the memories that I'm gonna have from the high school is with my friends and the teachers.
It feels awesome, I had a great experience over 4 years with my friends, my really close friends, my brothers, I guess I could call them. And I learned a lot, yeah, and it's amazing. And I'd also like to thank Coach Von Machado of the tennis team.
We did it, class of 2020. Good luck to all of you, and can't wait to see what you do in the next 4 years.
It was just shocked how fast 4 years of high school went by.
It feels really good. It's the next step in the chapter of my life. I'm gonna miss sports teams, traveling with my team, and I don't know, just everything.
I'm very excited to move on to the next chapter, but I also feel very nostalgic because I've made a lot of really great friends and I've met a lot of really great teachers and faculty members that I'll remember forever.
It's really good to be graduating, exciting. That's pretty much it.
I feel accomplished after graduating, so that's good. A final goodbye to just my friends, family, and favorite teachers.
Great job, Catherine.
So proud of you and all of your friends that you've made in your 4 years here. You're destined for great things, and congratulations. We love you.
It feels really good to graduate, and thank you to all of my teachers and friends I made along the way.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Right.
We love you.
Okay.
It feels pretty great to finally have accomplished it.
That's the D-man, he made it.
Yeah.
2020, baby.
There's so many memories at this school. I made some of my best friends starting at these two buildings, CPS and NHS, and it just feels surreal.
Well, I like to thank the community, and I like to thank the school and the principal, all of the staff for pouring their energy into my kid.
How I feel about graduation, I feel more free now. But I will miss Miss Gurley, because every time I'm kind of stressed out with any chemistry equation, she was try to calm me down and help me out when I'm struggling. The same thing goes for Miss McDonald too.
He's grown up, so now it's just actually trying to guide him through adulthood and, give him the best advice I possibly can. So.
I've talked to a lot of people, and I learned a lot of stuff that I would definitely need for later in life.
I am very thankful with Nantucket High School because they really did a great job giving Jesus all the support to be able to get back into school and get a diploma. I think it was great.
I would like to thank everyone working in the school districts for giving me this opportunity, and I'm doing everything in my power to make sure it gets done and I'm able to graduate. Thank you.
It feels really good. I've been here for all of the years. And I'm happy to move on to a next stage of my life. I don't really know if I have a particular one. I've always really enjoyed Latin and band class, so I'm happy to go off and do that at college.
Congratulations, Alex.
Congratulations, Alex.
We're proud of you.
Thanks for all the memories that I can look back upon in the future.
It feels amazing to graduate. The years went by so fast. I can't believe that we all made it and we all walked across that stage. I made some of the best friends of my life here, and this is always going to be something I remember.
To my sweet, beautiful, and amazing senior, Anna Leary, I'm so very proud of all your achievements. It's with great love and happiness I celebrate you, a graduate of NHS Class of 2020.
I feel honored that I graduated.
Yeah, shout out Miss Mack and Miss Oswald and Miss Gurley.
If Molly can do it, anyone can.
Well, I graduated from here in 1987. It was a little bit of a different experience, but I'm very proud of Molly for making it through.
It was really good to graduate. Just all the accomplishments that those 4 years gave me, and I feel great. Probably playing football, basketball, just playing all the sports and all the family that comes out of it.
So to start off, I'd say that graduating during a pandemic has definitely been one of the most different, unique, stressful, lonely, strengthening times I think I've ever experienced all in one. But I think that for the class of 2020, this was needed for us for character strength and for just overall strength of our future and what further stuff we might have to go through. But for the class of 2020, I think we are the most unique, strong, amazing class. And I can definitely say personally that I'm very proud and happy to be a part of something so different and so strong.
Congratulations, Morgan.
Congratulations,
We love you.
It feels great to graduate, and it's going to be sad leaving all the memories at the high school. I want to thank all the teachers for making this last 4 years awesome.
It feels kind of surreal to graduate. I don't think it's one of those things you appreciate until you're old. Not in a bad way, but it's just not, it's a milestone that you don't like recognize until you're beyond it, I think.
It just kind of feels a little weird, you know, but I hope everyone stays safe and has a good time.
I think it's kind of bittersweet leaving high school, but some of my favorite memories here will be like playing with my soccer team all the time. I'm gonna cry. And just being with all my friends and everything. Because I just feel so lucky to like have formed the friendships that I have here.
It's like really exciting to graduate right now. And favorite memories is like just being with my friends after school and cheering and stuff.
Well, I'm so proud of my granddaughter to graduate today. And she's excelling for a better education out in the world. Congratulations, Denim.
Congratulations.
I'm very proud of my daughter. I know she's going to leave the nest right now, and I'm going to miss her dearly. And I want her to come back home.
I'm the first in my family to ever graduate high school, which is like pretty cool for me. I guess some of my favorite memories are prom, hallway decorations, everything like that.
Well, it's definitely bittersweet. I loved the 4 years here, actually. I wish I could have done more. I had a lot of plans, and then we had quarantine. But I'm excited that's over and I can go to college now.
It feels really good to, you know, finish another chapter of life. And I want to say thank you to Miss Faneth, to Mr. Mimic, to Mr. Kurtek, and all the other teachers who helped me throughout this entire 4 years of my high school.
I just want to say thank you. You know, I'm her dad, and I'm really proud of her endeavor and how she have enhanced. And I really appreciate what Nantucket High School has done for her.
It feels awesome to graduate. It was fun while it lasted. My favorite memory is living with the Belangers.
Welcome to a new beginning. This is the start of a new life. Move forward to your future, and all the best going forward.
Yes. Yeah. Feels pretty good to graduate. Yeah. I'm ready to get out of here, you know. Favorite memory probably be Miss Mac's classroom. I would like to say goodbye to all of NHS. I loved it for the most part.
This is my last one. I've been at NHS for 10 years as a parent, so I think it's probably time I bowed out.
It feels pretty good to graduate. Favorite memory would probably be the trip to Italy that we took with the Lion Club, and just like to thank the school and everyone who's part of that journey for making it a great experience.
Well, it hasn't really been the graduation that anyone expected, but it's been pretty celebratory, and we're really lucky to have this community around us.
I would like to say thank you to my coaches and teachers and friends who made this an amazing experience, and I will never forget high school.
It's an awesome feeling, to be honest. I'm also very nervous. I never expected any of this would have been happening during my graduation. So, I don't know, it's just, I'm happy.
So it feels really nice to graduate. I'm really happy that I've made it to this moment and that we still are able to celebrate with most of the normal things that we do. One of my favorite memories from NHS has been, I think, lunch with Miss Arisman. I thought that was really fun and I really liked doing that.
It feels good to graduate. It's just, I couldn't believe it. 4 years ago, leading up to this, it's just, I'm lost for words, you know?
Over this quarantine, I've been spending lots of time with him, and I really love how he does all his work in school. He does very good things at home a lot.
They're all pretty good memories. I don't have many bad ones, so they're all great. And yeah, I don't know. It's weird to say goodbye. But yeah.
We're super proud of Kai. Love him.
I just want to say thank you to all my teachers and all my friends. That's basically it.
I'm happy that I finally graduated. I'm glad it's over, but I'm also sad.
That's my niece!
Wow!
It feels great to graduate.
I'm sure he'll find his path someday, and he will be very successful.
Excellent job.
It feels really weird to graduate. It's almost like surreal, like not happening, I guess. It's interesting, that's for sure. My favorite memories were probably in my AP Chem class, because that's like one of my favorite classes I've ever had. It was really cool. And I guess goodbye to anyone that was my teacher is like, thank you all for helping me through school. It's been amazing.
It feels pretty nice to graduate. A favorite memory of mine is any time I was backstage. And I'd like to say goodbye to the underclassmen.
Well, I would like to thank all the teachers for all their support and all their help. And I'm going to miss like playing soccer for Nantucket High. That's one of my favorite achievements. I would like to shout out Mr. Vaselli, definitely, because he was the one who like basically was pushing me throughout this like year.
Congratulations, I'm so proud of you. I love you.
Congrats, Jordan.
It feels amazing to graduate, and I would like to say goodbye to my physics teacher and my Latin teacher.
Feels great to graduate, and I can't think of anything specific, but I know I've had some good times in the wood shop with Mr. Gervin and in Miss Mason's room.
Feels good to graduate.
I think so.
And just congratulations to all the kids, and I hope that everybody has a very successful fall college.
Feels pretty weird to graduate. Favorite memory would probably be like being 2-0 down, 3 minutes left in our second to last game in soccer season this year.
Just seems like yesterday that he was in kindergarten and we just made our way all the way down and now he's leaving. Goes very fast, but we're very proud of him.
It feels awesome to finally graduate and be on to my new dream. And I would just like to say goodbye to all the teachers that I had in the past and thank you for getting me where I am today.
Love you tons. Very proud of you.
Aw, thanks, Mommy.
We're feeling very proud.
So proud. What a long road, and we finally get to see this little rainbow.
Feels great to graduate. I'm excited to move on. I don't have any particular memory, but just having to, getting to grow up with everyone here is really nice, and saying goodbye will be a little hard, but it's good. And yeah, bye.
I'm just so grateful that I had the chance to make as many memories as I did. I'm really gonna miss just walking through the hallway every day and laughing just a little bit too loud with all my friends.
We're very proud of her, and we hope she does well and has a great future and a great life.
How does it feel to graduate?
It feels good to graduate, finally. My favorite memories when we beat Martha's Vineyard freshman year. That was a good memory.
Finally over.
Yeah,
But it's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning of another journey.
It feels pretty nice. It's like a job done. And my favorite memory is like getting to know all these people and getting to learn how to speak English and talk to everyone.
It feels great to graduate. I never thought this day would come, but it actually did, thank God. Memories that I have would be almost cutting off my finger basically in wood shop, messing around, usually being a class clown sometimes, but keeping it low.
Congratulations, you did it, brother.
Yes, sir.
Well, graduating feels really good. Sadly, it was like this, but it's okay. My favorite memory from high school is probably, Tuesdays and Thursdays coming to advisory, seeing my friends, hanging out with them, and spending time.
I'm just happy that my son is actually graduating. It feels really good, and I just feel like there's times where, and in this academic that we're going through, it's really a hard time, but Nantucket High School is actually doing such an amazing way of putting this whole graduation together, and doing it the way that they're doing it. It just seems really cool.
Feels pretty good. A lot of hard work.
I guess my favorite memory is just like the days that you got to spend with like your whole class at like pep rallies and sporting events.
Truly gonna miss her. She was my nurse, a good friend, a wonderful person. God bless her.
It was really cool to graduate. I'm just happy that I got to spend a really good 4 years here with all of my friends. And I'll miss it next year.
We're just so proud of her. We couldn't be more happy for her. She had a great experience here in Nantucket, and we're looking forward to her future in Boston at Simmons.
I just want to say thanks to all the teachers that helped me.
It's still really surreal that we're graduated, but it's the closure I think we all needed after this whole thing with coronavirus and all that. And in terms of memories, not really anything specific. I mean, Latin class, where's Catherine? Catherine's behind me. Latin class is really memorable. Being able to do it all with my sissy, that was good. And yeah, I think it's just the closure we all needed for graduation.
Thank God.
Yeah, they did it. They did it. Woohoo!
I am proud to the finish high school, and that's it.
It feels absolutely surreal to graduate. I'm so grateful for the ceremony. I think it was really, really touching, and I'm really glad I got to have an actual graduation. I'm so grateful for everyone who has got me here. All of my teachers, my friends, my lovely family, who are all so amazing. And I'm really grateful to be standing here and thankful for my community, so woohoo!
Say goodbye by saying thank you to all my teachers and staff members who helped me through the past 4 years.
I'd say it feels like $1 million. Also, I mean, the one memory I have is just walking through the halls and everyone's happy. We all get along, we all stick together, we're a family.
This high school is like all family together. Like, we solve everything together. And best memory is this, graduating, making friends, like being happy with the teachers, like getting along. Everything feels like it belongs here, you know?
I want to appreciate everything that they did for him. I'm really glad that he made it. And thanks to everybody to make this possible.
Like really learning, getting to experience a lot of different things in school and just trying out different waters, I guess, and then now I get to go put it out in the real world and see how it works.
I just want to thank all the teachers that helped me get here and all the kind people.
I feel so happy. And one memory is when I was playing the soccer team from Nantucket High School.
Oh, it's a miracle. I have good memories of playing hockey with friends.
It feels good. I just want to share that I enjoyed high school and that I'd really like to be here again.
I'm really excited to graduate. I mean, it's a surreal moment. I never thought this day would come, but even in these unprecedented times, it's nice to know that the school really cares about us. I'd like to say goodbye to all of my friends, my teachers, especially my advisory. Love you all.
It feels great to graduate. It's a pleasure. Obviously not how we expected it, but still grateful. Prom, football games, basketball games, I'll never forget. That's pretty much all I have to say.
It feels great to graduate, and I would like to say goodbye and thank you to like some of my favorite teachers, Ms. Rainamo, Ms. Douglas, and Mr. Lucas.
I can't believe it's been 4 years, and I'd just like to thank my parents for supporting me, my amazing friends, and all my teachers.
It feels really good to graduate. It's taken a while to graduate, but the process was really fun, meeting everyone and experiencing new things. The thing I'm gonna miss about high school are definitely like the teachers and the friends that I've made, and also the sports that I've played and what I've gained from that.
It feels really good to graduate. I'm really proud of myself. I want to say some special thank yous to Mr. Kurtek for helping me in my entire high school career, Miss Faniff, because she was great my sophomore year, and my advisor, Miss McDonald. I love them so much. Thank you all.
I feel relieved to graduate and excited for the fall when I go to Mass Amherst.
And I'd like to say goodbye to Gita and Camilla, even though I'll see them next year.
I feel really happy, and I thank my teachers that helped me throughout the whole way, and it overall was just a good experience.
I just want to thank all my coaches especially because through my athletic career I accomplished a lot and it means a lot to me.
It feels good, and my favorite memory is with my friends.
It feels very surreal because of all the pandemic and how we are graduating. It's not really normal, the usual way to do it. But I'm still happy that I graduated in this way. At least I get a graduation. I guess I will miss all my friends and my teachers and all the classrooms and the fun we used to have every day.
It's really good to be here with my teachers again. Thanks my TAs and teachers with them working over the years.
It feels really good to graduate. I'm really excited. And I'd say memory is playing softball with my softball team and just hanging out with my friends.
It feels great to graduate. I'd just like to say goodbye to all my teachers and friends over the years.
Really proud of myself for making it this far. Thank you to Mr. Kurtek especially and all of my teachers throughout the years for helping me get a long way. Thank you to my parents and my amazing friends, Phaedra, Anya, Sam, Andrew. I love all you guys.
It feels great to graduate, but it is upsetting because I've been here since kindergarten, and I guess it's just hard to leave this school and move on to somewhere else. But it feels great at the same time.
We are a very strong class. We've accomplished so much throughout the years, and I know in the future we'll do great things. We made it. We're here. Congratulations. I'm proud of each and every one of you, and all I gotta say is felicidades.
Graduating felt amazing. My favorite memories were prom and homecoming.
Feels great to graduate, very relieving, and I want to thank Ms. Erisman for everything I know.
It feels really good. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
It feels so good to graduate. My memories are held in my friends, and I'm so glad that I got to share so many with them.
I'm so proud of myself, and I just want to say thank you to all my teachers and my family and everyone. Thank you.
Feels really relieving to graduate. Happy about it. I'm glad it's over, but I'm sad it's over at the same time. Any final goodbyes? Goodbye to all my teachers, friends, faculty. I'll miss them all. Any senior memories? Probably just hanging out with the ACT boys.
It feels really weird. It went by really fast and really slow at the same time. And I just want to thank Miss Fredericks, now Mrs. Wiggin, for being the best homeroom teacher I could have asked for.
It feels great to graduate, to finally be done after all those 4 years. My goodbyes are just to some of the most inspiring teachers. Mr. Gregg, thank you for everything you've done for the past 3 years. Dr. Williams, Miss Rainamo, Miss McDonald, Miss Fredericks, even though I know she's technically Mrs. Wiggin now. And her daughter Lainey is also really important. And yeah.
Well, it's amazing to graduate, and my final goodbyes, well, just my friends and all that. I'm probably not going to see them again. I don't know, but yeah, just to anyone that I don't see again, I'm going to miss you guys, and congrats. Literally.
It feels great to graduate. I like to say goodbye to all the teachers who have helped me over the years, and the people I see every day. I'd like to say goodbye for the last time.
It feels awesome to graduate, and I'd just like to thank all my teachers and coaches throughout our time here.
I want to thank everyone joining us today behind the screen, however far or near you may be, who have taken your time to cheer on the Nantucket High School class of 2020 crossing the stage. This is not a traditional graduation, but I think this class has shown time and time again that we were never cut out for traditional. Since freshman year, the end has always seemed so perfectly planned out. We've watched past seniors fill the hallway with excitement as the countdown shortens and think to ourselves, soon that will be us. While it feels like we've missed out on our turn, this is our version of a bittersweet ending, and you can't allow for the excitement to fade away. We've accomplished so much together, and while this feels like the end, things are only just beginning. These last 3 months don't erase the amazing memories we've shared over the course of 12 years. Reminisce on the good times and hold tight to the journey we've been lucky enough to be on together. It's been filled with ups and downs, but without question, we can say it was unlike any other. The class of 2020 will forever be remembered for having our senior year turned upside down. However, I don't think we were ever going to be forgotten in the first place. As a class, we are full of personality, and we have been since the beginning. We are loud and lively, we never shy away from voicing our opinions, and we have a tendency of writing our own rules rather than following them. The list is endless, but above all, we have unwavering strength that is now being tested in more ways than one. What will define us is not how we graduate, but how we rise to the occasion and move forward from where we are today. Throughout our high school career, we've prided ourselves on our 2020 vision, but I'd argue that we will now step away with an even clearer vision of the changes we want and will make. I promise you that this class is ready to step out into the world full on. These past few months have forced us to reflect and grow both collectively and as individuals. I never thought distance is what would have driven us closer together as a class, but I do believe it has. Not only have I experienced a closeness with my friends and classmates, but I've witnessed the Nantucket community come together like never before. As seniors, we're lucky enough to say that our community serves as a role model. It is our tiny island and the incredible people on it that have grounded us growing up. To the class of 2020, don't take for granted the peace of Nantucket within your hearts. Always remember the many people have helped you get to where you are today, because we wouldn't have gotten here alone. Wherever your next chapter takes you, continue to live up to the values our tight-knit community has taught us. And when you're ready to come home, Nantucket will always be here waiting for you. Thank you.
Life isn't fair. I think we all can attest to that. Instead of listening to me in an auditorium packed with hundreds of people applauding you, you're at home watching this with your family. It's not exactly the traditional graduation. But this isn't our first hardship. Sophomore year, we lost a chance to sweep the Island Cup when Martha's Vineyard forfeited. We've seen a car crash into the middle school, had false threats postpone school for days. Earlier this school year, we even saw the first-hand effects of a school lockdown. Many of us still flinch when we hear the loudspeaker come on. These are just a few of the many obstacles we faced in just 4 short years. Our generation has lived through challenges we could never, ever foresee. But we are resilient. Although frightened, we still came back to school that next Monday after the lockdown. Classes resumed and, well, life went on. Even now, amid everything that's going on in this troubling world, life still goes on. You can practically hear Nantucket buzzing with vitality. These troubles have done nothing to dampen our spirits, as they have in many other parts of the country. Our island is strong. We, the class of 2020, are no different. Today, we are graduating. Although many of us will take different paths from here, we will all cherish our experiences on this island. There is no doubt we will run into more adversity in our life, whatever it may be. Life will not be fair to us, but it's what we make of it that counts. We must persevere if we hope to one day succeed. I'd wish you all the best of luck in the future, but I know you won't need it. We'll be the generation to change this world. Life isn't fair, but if we accept this reality, we are destined for greatness.
Members of the Nantucket School Committee, Chair Iller, Superintendent Kozort, members of the faculty and staff, our viewing audience near and far, but most importantly, members of the graduating class of 2020, good afternoon and welcome to Nantucket High School's 181st graduation ceremony, but first ever pre-recorded and broadcast commencement. Nantucket High School opened on April 15, 1838, with 59 students. Today, we will watch over 140 students, almost triple that original number, walk across the stage to receive a diploma. Teachers impact the lives of our graduates in profound ways. Beyond chalked walks and car parades, some teachers significantly influence futures. Our graduates have identified 4 such teachers to speak today: Mr. Cothran, Ms. McDonald, Ms. Vaniff, and Dr. Williams. They are exemplary educators and have made invaluable differences to this class. I look forward to their remarks. If you will grant me a little latitude, I would like to use a somewhat coarse quote from Winston Churchill to begin. Churchill said, quote, "If you're going through hell, keep going," end quote. And that's exactly what many remarkable individuals have done to coordinate our first pre-recorded graduation. The logistics of getting everyone and everything together for an in-person graduation are complicated. Take all of that and get it done a week or 2 in advance so it can be filmed, edited, and broadcast, and again, with your indulgence, was hellish at best. I would be remiss not to acknowledge Renee Bistany, who did all of this while learning the graduation process and timeline in remote learning. She has been a rock star. Thank you to Jen Saradellis, who is always a rock star, who has served as Best Supporting Actress in a graduation drama. NCTV, you have been phenomenal. I know everyone viewing today's ceremony will cherish what you have created and developed to honor this amazing class. Each year at graduation, we honor the alumni classes from NHS, often having individuals from classes 40, 50, and sometimes 60 years ago attending to be celebrated. While we cannot do that this year, I think it important to acknowledge all of our NHS alumni who are watching today's graduation. Please know that we honor and celebrate each of you. The class of 2020 has made its mark in many ways at NHS. With over 140 graduates, you are the largest class to graduate Nantucket High School. Your academic accomplishments are impressive to say the least, including students to receive a perfect score on the ACT and SAT specific exams. You have graduates planning to attend public and private colleges and universities here in Massachusetts, across the United States, and in some cases around the world. Other graduates will join the workforce using career and technical skills learned here at NHS, including landscaping, culinary, and construction. Yet others among you will travel the world during a gap year. Among some of the class's many athletic accomplishments are league championships in football, golf, boys ice hockey, and boys and girls swimming. Golf, football, and swimming were undefeated in league play. 12 of 14 teams qualified for state tournament play. But perhaps most impressive of your accomplishments has been in service to our community, logging over 4,000 hours, with one graduate contributing over 200 hours of her own. I take graduation speeches pretty seriously. For me, this day is extremely important, and I strive, I hope that this day, this unique ceremony in this unprecedented time, is special and meaningful for each of you. You have certainly earned and deserve it. To today's graduates, I will say 12 years ago, we started our Nantucket Public Schools journey together. Each of you had either Mrs. Dalzell, Mrs. McGinnis, Mrs. Dommie, Ms. Vates, Ms. Baskett, or Mrs. O'Keefe the year before in kindergarten, and were beginning your first grade year at NES. At that time, maybe one of the most scary things for a 6 or 7-year-old might have been the perceived monsters beneath your bed. Remember that, as I will try to come back to that in a minute to end my remarks. Others graduating NHS today have joined the class along the way. Regardless, each of us these 12 years later find ourselves full of memories from various opportunities, accomplishments, and experiences in the Nantucket Public School system. Today, I will graduate symbolically with you. None of us envisioned this end to our journey. But we are neither victims nor survivors, as some people have attempted to frame the negative outcomes and the consequences of COVID-19. Both words have narrow meanings that fail to capture the reality or surreality of this experience. Victims would mean we took no ownership in how best to respond to what was happening, and survivors would suggest that we merely coped. As individuals and as a class, you have demonstrated much more. You have shown perseverance and resilience. We have spent much of your high school experience talking about our vision of a graduate. This year, we piloted the 6 tenets of a successful NHS graduate, specifically an individual who can collaborate, communicate, think critically, innovate, demonstrate social responsibility, and reflect and adapt. Your class has demonstrated they exceed expectations in each area of our vision. By circumstances, you have been required to use these skills to navigate the culmination of your Nantucket Public Schools journey. We simply couldn't be prouder. Nantucket High School is a unique place, as we well know, not just because of our geographic location, but because of the opportunities we provide and the people who provide them. I still remember when I saw the Hull the Whale for the first time. I believe my initial reaction was, wow, what a unique thing to distinguish a high school. The main office looks out into the hallway. Over the last decade plus, I have watched and noticed the same reaction as athletes and visitors from off-island have come into our building. More important than the impressive building, however, is what goes on in and beyond our school. I'm sure it is not lost on you that we began your senior year by having a lockdown and literally locking you in the building. We have ended the year doing just the opposite and locking us all out of the building. You have persevered through both. Any institution has its faults, but I think you'll find that graduating from Nantucket High School is an extraordinary asset. Even in COVID and remote learning, not many people are granted an educational experience quite like this. As you make your way through life, I hope you will use what you have learned to advance your own personal goals and to improve the lives of those around you too. Think of what we could accomplish as a country if more people had Nantucket experiences. I know I will cherish mine and always hold the island in a special place in my heart. I know you will too. Each year, I ask your teachers what I should say to the graduates at commencement. This year, I did not have that opportunity, but your class had something no other class before had, and that was the personalized senior countdown. Many of you will remember other countdowns over the last 3 years, which were often sad pieces of typing paper hanging off the third-floor wall with sometimes uninspired numbers hurriedly scribbled on them. But this year, you have had an intricately designed and beautiful countdown, replete with perhaps even more beautifully and personalized written countdown homages to your class from advisors and teachers. These were translated each day to include the nearly 20% of today's graduates whose home language is not English. I would like to highlight a few of the sentiments shared by some of your teachers as they captured the specialness of the Nantucket education I was referencing earlier. Mr. Molson encouraged you to take time to help others in need and to have the strength to separate yourselves from those who do not. Character and integrity are forever the traits of people who will secure the future. These last 12 weeks, you have proven an impressive maturity and ability to do just that. Dr. Hinson reminded you to think back. You have more than the experience of these last 3 months that bind you. This pandemic binds you, but it does not define you. Once again, you have proven that you understand this. Continue to reflect and relish the accomplishments and achievements that better define you. Mrs. Chumak insightfully shared that life is a learning curve, not a test. I was struck by how profound that was. The unexpected end to your senior year has not been a test, but a learning curve, and you have demonstrated as individuals that you are lifelong learners, showing a maturity and an acceptance many adults struggle to muster in times of difficulty or disappointment. The Dalai Lama said, "We can let the circumstances of our lives harden us so that we become increasingly resentful and afraid, or we can let them soften us and make us kinder. We always have the choice." We have taught you many things during your Nantucket education, and you have taught us as well. You have proven that you wouldn't let COVID and its impact on the end of your senior year harden you or make you resentful or afraid. Thank you, class of 2020, for being bright and accomplished, but more importantly, for choosing to persevere and to be resilient even in the midst of the unknown. Your modeling of the vision of a graduate has made Nantucket High School a better place. Having spent 8 years of my life living in Kentucky and being a staunch country music fan, I will leave you with a somewhat liberal interpretation of a line from Eric Church's song, Monsters. You've come a long way from your kindergarten selves, and if COVID and the last 12 weeks have taught you anything, it should be, quote, "You've learned that the monsters ain't the ones beneath the bed." Do well and do good, Whalers. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Nantucket High School, I wish to each of you the perseverance and resilience you have shown this year in each of your promising futures. May the kindness of your fellow human beings and the love of your family and friends sustain and support you. Congratulations again, graduates of 2020.
Good afternoon to the graduating class of 2020. To your parents, relatives, teachers, and community members here to support you. As I was preparing my remarks, it occurred to me that in the past, the graduating class had to endure the speeches of the principal and the superintendent in order to receive their diplomas. And it struck me that this year, that isn't true. You can fast forward through this speech or skip it in its entirety. So I guess there are advantages to graduating in the year of the pandemic. And another benefit of graduating this year is all of your parents got a front row seat to watch you cross the stage. There was another incident which will define this year, and I cannot refrain from comment on it. That was the senseless and appalling death of George Floyd and the impact on our country. We are still reeling, and rightly so. I've lived a lifetime and experienced firsthand the segregation and overt racism of the 1960s in southern Alabama, where I grew up. My mother moved my family to northern New Hampshire when I was in the 6th grade to get our family out of that environment. I returned to the South to go to college and then chose to teach history in a predominantly black student high school in the inner city of Jacksonville, Florida. As I look back, it was far more educational for me than for my students. And I remember my years there fondly. I thought I understood. I taught history. I spoke with my students, and I listened to them, and I saw where they lived. However, it wasn't until much later that I've come to the realization that, to quote a phrase, I understand that I will never understand. However, I stand. I talk about this because we must talk about it. It cannot be ignored and it cannot be swept under the rug. You are the generation that must lead the change that we must have. And you have begun with acts like organizing the peaceful protest in Tom Nevers and Leela's stirring letter in the INM. We have a responsibility to make this world a better place. And your class has the qualities, the passion, the heart, and the call to action to ensure that no child should ever wonder, am I next? I think we should all keep in mind the hymn, God of Grace and God of Glory, in which we ask to be granted wisdom and courage for the facing of this hour. Let's face it together as one people united, and dedicated to peace and kindness. Now, back to the year of the pandemic. We will, unfortunately, remember this year for that. But I hope you can keep it in the perspective that it was 3 months out of 36 months you spent in high school. You have many other memories that I will hope will come to your mind years from now. Here are some of mine. You have heard or will hear about comments about this special class, and they are remarkable. But you don't get to see what we as educators have seen for 4 years, and longer in some cases, as this group has developed. This group has brains, athletic prowess, and heart. One of the Duggan twins, was it Tessa or Anita? I can never keep them straight. Saw me at a preseason volleyball practice in the NIS gym last August and said without fanfare, "I know you had hoped to retire last June, Mr. Kozort, but our class is glad you will be here with us this year." It might have been an offhand comment by her, but I can confess now that I shed a few tears as I left the gym. That comment is the essence of the heart of this class. Here are some other examples of things to be proud of, or simply things I will miss or remember about this class. This class has gifted students: Tori, Anjali, Lily, Skylar, Freya, Alex, Devin, students who combine intelligence, curiosity, and work rate, and are destined to change the world. Tori, highest GPA ever, and Anjali, a perfect ACT. I am in awe of both of you. Let's add Phaedra and Brianna, our golf club scholars this year, and our vocational scholars, Jackson, Cameron, Charlie, and Alex. Let us never take for granted what the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation has done for the students of Nantucket. And let me add that this year we had over 40 students who applied for the 2 scholarships, and most of them arguably could or should have been among the finalists. This class also has gifted athletes: Terrain, Malika, Annalisa, and Devante. These are athletes who can play any sport, and you want them on your team. And I have to add that I first noticed Terrain maybe when he was in 3rd grade in Mrs. Aloisi's class, and I thought, who is that 9-year-old man-child on the playground? He was ripped even then, and I knew he was going to be special, and he has been. Let's add Tyler Rothke to that list. Boston Globe Division II Student Athlete of the Year, and to my knowledge, the only Nantucket High School student ever recognized as an All-American. Wow. This class has those that combine academic and athletic excellence: Luli, Joel, the Duggan twins, Rasha, Chloe, Matthew, Juliana, and Jarrett. I will also remember Riri's smile that lights up any room she enters. I will remember Higor crossing the stage this week, and am reminded by him, as I always am, that physical challenges are only limiting if you allow them to be. I will remember the only time I've been on the golf course at the Nantucket Golf Club, as I followed Kai and Sydney play the first 4 holes of a match. I don't think I was supposed to be out there, but who is going to tell the superintendent of schools that? I will remember both girls and boys swim teams bringing so much glory to our athletic program. I will remember Darian's road to recovery and his crowning game in that last game of the season. Yes, and another victory over MV. This senior class won 4 in a row. And I will remind Dr. Hallett of our dominance and how it is now her responsibility to maintain that streak. I hope my grandsons will grow up to be like Joel McVicker, and my granddaughters like Phaedra Plank. Those two have it all. I will remember watching Matt G. doing flips on his trampoline as I walked through Nashup. I will remember watching Maya and Celia as they grew up dancing. I will remember watching Jeff, Jordan, Ben, and Charlie play soccer, and Lauren, Rasha, and Luli on the girls' side. And I will remember the boys' hockey team that finally figured out if you stay out of the penalty box, you win more games. And of course, the first year ever of girls' ice hockey. I asked a couple of teachers which students they might mention as having hearts of gold. For me, Celia, Freya, Luke, Daniela, Kai, Emma, and Jessica come to mind. What I got from those teachers was a list of over 50 students from this class. That says it all. Oh, and add John Vento, my shadow on the New York City trip, to that list. So genuinely kind and an innocence that we should all want. I remember the hardest thing I had to do this year was go into the auditorium on March 13th and inform the musical troupe that their performances of Mary Poppins were not going forward. I had a hard time looking them in the eyes. But the show did go on, and I've watched it 3 times now, and each time I marvel at the performances of Maisie, Matt, Chelsea, Skylar, and Sophia, and it brings tears to my eyes. John Bucky is graduating today, too. He has been in our district for 12 years, as long as many of you have been going to school. I want to thank you, Dr. Bucky, for your high expectations and commitment to Nantucket students. Due to your leadership and the hard work of your faculty, Nantucket High School is a better school today than when you arrived. And that, I think, is the ultimate hope of every administrator. Students and parents will undoubtedly have memories that you hold dear. I hope your time in the Nantucket Public Schools has been rewarding and has prepared you for whatever challenges lie ahead. Goodness knows you should be able to handle any challenges now. I know that your time here has enriched my life and given it both joy and purpose. Congratulations, and I wish you all the very best in the future.
I always thought the year 2020 was a cool year to graduate. It's catchy. Then COVID-19 hit and we became the official quarantine years. It's surreal. It's crazy to me that we weren't even aware of our last day of school when it happened. It's like a switch was flipped. It was also the wrong day to forget my lunch in Mr. Gregorich's room. At least I can be grateful this is happening in our technological age and that we've had the opportunity to connect with one another from home. And by the way, my lunchbox has been retrieved, but I'm still too scared to open it. I'm thankful for so many of you. I'm thankful for the amazing women at the front office, the chefs who cook us lunch every day, and the janitorial staff who keep our school much more beautiful than we would have left it. I am thankful for the teachers who have answered my random what if and why questions, who have engaged me and held high expectations of me, who have sent me notes before my AP exams and talked with me during lunch. You have shaped how I see the world and how I see myself. This year especially, I've noticed how much my interactions with you have motivated me. I know you care. I know I'm not just a job to you. My desire to make you proud has kept me going. I hope everyone else can have people like that in their lives too. I'm also thankful for the kindness the class of 2020 has shown to me throughout the years. Thank you for being patient enough to explain pop culture references to me. Thank you for humoring me when I get overly excited about a topic or get worked up over the word octopi. I can think of so many of you who have said hi to me in the hallway or at homecoming events when I wasn't expecting it. Those small interactions meant something to me. They made my day and reminded me how impactful a friendly face can be. Even though I've known most of you since kindergarten,
I wish I had spent more time with you outside of school in recent years. It has been said by many, but I want to reiterate that our class is truly impressive. While a mask may cover your face at the present, it cannot keep your amazing personalities from shining through. You all have something special about you, a niche or talent that no one else can replicate. From rocking it at state competitions to blowing the audience away on stage, you've proven your creativity and strength. Yet I know that the reputations we've built for ourselves while NHS is not the complete picture. We are in the age of transitioning to adulthood. Now is the perfect time to explore parts of our personalities we've never shown before, the things we've had within us but never let the world see, things we ourselves have recently discovered. I want to see all of you surprise the world with something it never anticipated. The following quote is something from which I've taken inspiration, and I would like to share it with you. I think the mix of realism and optimism is fitting for a time. It was written in 1968 by Kent M. Keith, and it is called The Paradoxical Commandments. People are illogical, unreasonable, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you will win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. The biggest men and women with the biggest ideas can be shot down by the smallest men and women with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. People favor underdogs but follow only top dogs. Fight for a few underdogs anyway. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. People really need help but may attack you if you do help them. Help people anyway. Give the world the best you have and you'll get kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you have anyway. I wish all of you success in college, work, travel, and anything else you pursue. I do expect to see you again, so don't disappoint me. Congratulations, class of 2020, for finishing strong. Thank you.
I'm sitting here today meant to make a few remarks to you, the distinguished class of 2020. And I'm thinking of how difficult this calendar year has been. I want you to know that I feel the discomfort of our world today and that the circumstances you all are graduating into are unspeakable. But perhaps it's a good thing that I'm feeling uncomfortable. We have all felt the full range of human emotions over this past year, the past few months, and even in the last day and hours. Let us allow those emotions to be the bond that unites us, all of us, as we move forward. For it's these emotions that unite us with people from the distant past, and our neighbors all over the world, and with those who are yet to be in the unknown future. So let us listen to each other's emotions, that universal human language, and let us especially hear what Black people, Indigenous people, and people of color have to say, and any other people who have been oppressed by a system of inequality. Let us work together to do the work that my generation and ones before me have either ignored or failed to do. If we don't do this, then we can never realize our country's promise that all people are created and treated equally. I will leave you with a quote from St. Augustine, a church father and philosopher in the Latin tradition. And he said, "Nos sumus tempora, et quales sumus, talia sunt tempora." We are the times, and the sort of people that we are, so are the times. And so thank you, class of 2020, for everything that you've done for me, and know that many of us are here willing to work with you on a better future for all of us.
To the class of 2020, I am honored to speak at your graduation today. You are a class that is destined for greatness, and I have enjoyed all the times we spent together. There are many different paths to choose, and some may be longer than others. But let your heart guide you if you want to fulfill your dreams. There will be detours, roadblocks, and dark nights along the way. But if you follow your dreams, you will persevere and conquer your goals. Stand tall and reach for the stars. Nothing is impossible. Carry your knowledge forward and create your own destiny. No one will ever be quite like you. We all have a purpose in life, and yours begins today. Who you are now and who you will become is determined by your decisions and actions. Pursue your passions. You will have hard work ahead with challenges anew. But what we have learned together in the last 18 years will support you through and through. I wish you well as you walk across the stage today. Know for certain, wherever you go, you will always be part of NHS and this community. Challenge yourself, hold your head high, and respect one another. And always be kind. Congratulations.
Wow, class of 2020, it's your graduation. When I learned I would be saying a few words to you, my mind flashed back in time, and I immediately saw your faces, your much younger, smaller faces, in the halls and playgrounds of the elementary school. Sentiment and nostalgia brought to mind memories of you running around the red, green, and blue clusters, watching you walk in little lines across the playing fields to the old Boys and Girls Club. Remember the crazy loud basketball games in that small but awesome gym? Remember sleeping on the floor of the Boston Museum of Science in 4th grade? The big trip to nature's classroom in 5th grade? Yes, those are great memories. Today, you're all participating in a graduation that has been specially crafted by a community that loves you dearly. But I have to move beyond sentiment. We've all seen so much in the news and in social media expressing compassion for the class of 2020 and the loss of a traditional graduation experience. And in just these past few weeks, we've witnessed and experienced the painful suffering and soul-searching triggered by the horrific killing of George Floyd. What incredible, overwhelming, and important times these are. Your times. Strangely, when I think of you now and all that you have experienced these past few months, I am not sad or worried for you. Instead, I think about the great gift of unexpected obstacles and urgent, compelling challenges you have been given. These are challenges that have stumped adults around you, parents, teachers, lawmakers, scientists, everyone. You have come to know at a young age the truths that life can overwhelm us, that it can be wildly unfair, and that difficult times can last much longer than we would like. Yet in the face of those difficulties, you have demonstrated the unique power that young people possess to envision a different way. I know that Layla, in her beautiful, powerful June 1 speech, said that she does not feel hope for America, that is, unless we do the work to understand each other. Ironically, I do feel hope, specifically because you are standing up, working to understand, fighting your own uncertainty, insecurity, self-doubt, in order to advocate for each other, to care for each other, just as I have seen you do every single day in the smallest and greatest of ways. In these past months and weeks, my memories of those little wiggly faces have been replaced by the warm, steady smiles and incredible wisdom of you young adults, you thoughtful, mature members of this senior class. For weeks and weeks, you've listened and spoken from the other side of your Zoom screen, your Google Meet. On some days, I talk to you a bit about Shakespeare. On other days, you talk to me about privilege, what it means to have it, and how it feels to worry that a beloved brother might suffer for no other reason than the color of his skin. I've learned much from you, as I hope you have from me. Last September, when we began this school year, I'm sure you imagined a spring where you'd skip a day of school, go out for long lunches, organize a bit of mischief during senior week. Instead, you have put all that aside and thrown yourself into this moment, all eyes and ears, eager to go out into the world and make real change. I have no advice for you today, only gratitude. You reminded me of what I believe is most essential at every stage of life: standing up, being present, honoring your family, watching out for each other, and doing the very best you can right there on that day in that moment. Thank you, class of 2020, and congratulations on a job well done. You will be missed and you will be remembered.
Hello, I'm Jed Williams from Nantucket High School's graduating class of 2000. I'm honored to have the opportunity to address you, dear Nantucket High School graduates of 2020. I have only a little time today, so I will be a bit direct. You are appreciated for your work in school, sports, clubs, in family, and our community. You have contributed to Nantucket, and I hope that you will continue to contribute. And as part of a community, I want each and every one of you to know that you are loved. While I don't personally know every one of you, I know that each of you is loved because you are graduating from Nantucket High School. And it is just not possible to graduate from Nantucket schools and not be loved. By friends, by parents, by the parents of friends, by your teachers, coaches, administrators, officers, counselors. Each and every one of you had someone worry about you, whether they told you or not. And while you are sincerely appreciated, I have to also let you know that we have high hopes and some unusually large expectations for you. In some ways, we're handing you the world better than how we found it. I remember learning some things about history at NHS, but the older you get, the more you realize how recent history really is. One of my favorite examples is Irene Triplett, the daughter of a Civil War soldier who still receives her father's Civil War pension check every month. Grandparents, parents, tell your children stories. It's our most fundamental way of sharing history. As long as our graduates can put their phones down for a minute, share a story. And graduates, ask your family about history. Ask your parents and grandparents where they were during significant moments in our history. Graduates, well, in some ways we are handing you the world better than how we found it. There are other ways in which we have left for you terribly complex problems to solve. You are not taking over a finished project. You have tremendous progress to make. By the better angels of our nature, your generation will make astounding progress because you have to. It is a moral imperative, to quote Anjali, or Immanuel Kant, I forget which one. You will make decisions and you will take actions around some of the most fundamental questions our society has yet to resolve. Each of you will be part of the decision. You already met with issues of privacy and surveillance that did not exist a decade ago. Like generations before you, you will also need to decide where the power of a nation should lie. You will have to decide what justice looks like, because in that regard, we, your predecessors, have failed. And it doesn't stop once you've decided. Progress requires maintenance, or it corrodes. That is why, in so many ways, we are glad that it is you, Nantucket High School class of 2020, who will be faced with these problems because you are strong, because we have confidence in you, not to get everything right the first time, but to persevere until you reach what is right. You will grow and you will benefit our community. Look to your classmates, now and in the future. Today and in the coming days, I urge you to reach out to one another, to connect and to celebrate your remarkable achievements. See each other and see someone who is sharing in this experience with you. Take care of each other and take care of yourselves. Congratulations and good luck.
Hello, class of 2020. I'm Ellen Hildebrand, or as most of you know me, Dawson's mom. I've known some of you since you were tiny babies at the Early Childhood Center. I watched you climb on the playground at Children's Beach. I saw you in swim lessons. I saw you in your dance classes and your ballet recitals. I watched you on the Little League field and saw you play basketball at the Boys and Girls Club. I saw you in line at the juice bar. I saw you in choral concerts and talent shows. I saw you at the Dreamland Theater. As you got older, I'd see you on the boat going to and from your sporting events. I saw you cheering at Whalers games. I'd see you working at your jobs, whether you were selling candy at Force 5, making breakfast sandwiches at Bartlett Farm, or working down on the docks. I watched you grow up. And on behalf of myself and all of your parents, I want to tell you one thing. No matter where you go from here, Nantucket comes with you. We are sailing right behind, and you can always, always come home. Congratulations, class of 2020. You did it, and I am so proud of you.
Congratulations to the 2020 graduating class at Nantucket High School. The biggest class in history, and probably the most special. You were born in the aftermath of 9/11 and are now graduating from high school in the middle of a pandemic. You've faced great challenges along the way, and it'll prepare you for whatever you have to face in the rest of your life. I know this is a very talented class, athletically, academically, and a class with great personality. Use the tools that you've learned and the skills that you've picked up to be the leaders in the future that our country and our community needs. I know you'll do that. Do your job And don't let the things that you can't do affect what you can do. Continue to have a positive impact on each other and on the community. So again, congratulations Nantucket 2020. Go Whalers! Honk at me on the bike path when you pass me by.
Morgan Renee Ashelford.
All right. Thank you.
Benjamin Billings IV.
Yay. Yay, Ben.
Good job, Ben.
Emma Hale Chambers. Chloe Helen Condon. Anjali Grace Dar. Albert Glowacki. Jacqueline Marie Jordan.
There you go, Jack.
Mark Jr. Lewis. Lorraine Devonte Burton. Liam McCullough Carroll. Alex Gibson. Joel Angus McVicker. Jarrett O'Connor. Skylar Stephen Rothke.
Enjoy your celebrations.
Thank you so much.
Lily Dubois Bartlett. Cristina Escobar Martinez. Freya Huckleberry Feeney. Matt Giacchetti. Matthew Chase Holgate.
Thank you.
Skylar Cardell. Rowan Moore. Alexandra Jacqueline Smith. Anna Tanavish. Rasha Elizabeth Kelly.
Enjoy your celebration.
Rushan Leamy.
Thank you.
Megan Marks. Amelia Rose Matson. Kalina Jasmine Norwood. Derek Partita. Jonathan Jeffrey Sale.
Thank you.
Jeffrey Evans Dami.
Thank you.
Catherine Lima Mateo. Caitlin Belanger. Lauren Patricia Dupree. Anna Simone DiCarlo.
As we speak.
Denim Guevara.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Haley K. Johnson. Luke Joseph McKay.
Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you.
Yolanda Moreno Ochoa. Grant Paglia. Lachey Papley Beckford.
You make me so proud, girl.
Brianna Perrin. Errol Devonte Usher. Brianna Nicole Wallace. Sanika Anna K. Weber. Tracy Marie Adams. Daisy Ellen Bukanova. Kevin Francisco Contreras. Luli Kazama Day.
Yeah, lovely, thank you.
Tessa Duggan. Sam Freeman. Sydney Ann Higgins.
Way to go, Sid.
Way to go, Sydney!
Caleb Steele Malu. Aiden Miller McCormick. Jackson Henry Milne. Morgan Pimlin Wynn.
Congratulations.
Celia May Almodovar.
Go, Celia!
Maria Silva Marshy. Rafaela Laji. Victoria Ann Blount Dixon. John Joseph Vento. Jason Perez Contreras. Kai Otani. Lilian Guadalupe Chavez.
Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you. Let's go.
Alexander William Corkish. Layla Tamara Merritt. Cade Eli Sargent. And Elisa Elizabeth Crooks. Jacqueline Eileen Ray. Jade Starbuck Holmes.
You did it! Good job, Jade. Yay, Jade!
Chelsea Lucille Remick. Jose Guzman. Jordan Javon Beckford. Douglas Castro Hernandez. Catherine Rose Coleman.
Great. Thank you.
Gavin Leo Phi.
Good job.
Elizabeth Elizabeth Jane Freed. Rohane Lloyd Harris. Devin Trudeau Holdgate.
Better boy.
Brianna Francesca Lavelle. Elizabeth Jane Maringer. Sean Nicholas Pennicott.
All set. Thank you.
Jocelyn Pineda Chacon. José de Jesús Reyes.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Zaire Rivers.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Alexander William Allen Vollins. Lydia Gillum. Jacqueline Faith Feldman. Madison Aaliyah Bird. Anna Marie Leary. Chevelle Rihanna Vanessa Williams. Alexis Pineda Guevara. Shannon Marie Muir.
Yay, Shannon! Woohoo! Good girl.
Aiden Alexander Roberts. Angelina Rose Veretti. Molly Gabrielle Ranny. Malika Crystal Phillip. Charlie Richard Clark.
Yeah, Charlie!
Giovanni Andulio Tejada.
Felicidades.
Wilmer Panalo. Simran Mahat. Juliana Bouchard. Hayden Tucker Humphreys. Grace Elaine Cabral. Sky Margaret Flegg. Jessica Grace Bechtold. Ian Lucas Catone. Josiah Alexia Matheny. Mauricio Alberto Recinos Rivera. Camila Jimenez Agramante. Vita Adhikari. Congratulations. Casey Amparo.
Casey finishing. Thank you, guys.
Peter Kai Bolger. Igo Sosa. Daniela Michelle Diaz. Jose Vladimir Mejia Rodriguez.
Yeah, Vladdy.
Vilma Jeanette Moreno. Gloria Elizabeth Partida. Micah Donald Patterson.
Yeah, Micah.
Jordan Phillip. Nicole Rosales. Annalisa Valero. Anya Mogensen. Maya Maisie Falling. Daniel Josue Benitez Bonilla. Anieli Castro Mateo. Anita Therese Duggan. Darian Dominic Duarte.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you.
Lenny Flores. Mia Leiden. Phaedra Valeria Plank. Sophia Elizabeth Reese. Ava Sharman. Congratulations. Imran Justin Diodati. Michael Anthony Sarney. Taylor Georgiev. Ronald Yvonne Marquez. Angel Landaverde.
That's my boy. That's my boy. That is my boy.
Benjamin Porter Murphy.
Done? Did it?
Zen Franklin Michael DeHart.
Hello, my name is Jen Iller. I am a Nantucket High School graduate and currently the school committee chair. On behalf of my fellow committee members, we would like to congratulate all of our 2020 graduates for your hard work, dedication, and perseverance. We also want to thank all of the people who have helped you along the way, including family, teachers, TAs, guidance counselors, coaches, administrators, and the superintendent of Nantucket Public Schools. In particular, the school committee would like to take a moment to recognize Nantucket High School Principal, Dr. John Buckey, and Superintendent Michael Kozort. John joined our district in 2008. One of his first initiatives was to create a physically and emotionally safe and welcoming environment so students could focus on their high school journey and look forward to their future. He was named Massachusetts High School Principal of the Year in 2012 and president of the Massachusetts School Administrators Association in 2018. John's leadership has always been strong and well thought out. John implemented policies that would offer choice and independent decision-making for his students. One example of that is John's support with registration for honors and AP classes. John has always led with a calm, professional, and organized approach. We are forever grateful to you, John, for making our school what it is today. We would like to take this opportunity to thank you for all that you have brought to our community and all that you have done for our students. We wish you well with your new position as superintendent at Marblehead Public Schools. Michael Kozort, former superintendent of school for Shaker Regional District in Belmont and Canterbury, New Hampshire, and a former New Hampshire Superintendent of the Year, chose to come to Nantucket because he believed that he could help make a difference. He has dedicated the last 10 years of his career to Nantucket Public Schools. His genuine care and concern for our students is evident in his involvement. Mike has made it a priority to attend and participate when he can in all school events, from chaperoning off-island trips, attending Whalers home games, theater, music concerts, parent nights, math nights, badminton tournaments, 5th grade basketball staff versus student games, and we can't forget about recess time when he can be found kicking soccer balls around with the students. Mike has been accessible to our students, teachers, parents, and community, and has always made the time to meet and discuss when issues or concerns arise. We are so appreciative to Mike for staying on board with us for one more year to acclimate and mentor Dr. Beth Hallett, our incoming superintendent. With the challenges that have surfaced this past year, we think Mike and Beth might agree they were happy to have each other. Mike, you have done us proud. Your level of involvement and commitment is admirable and will be missed. We wish you the very best in your upcoming retirement. We want to conclude by thanking both John and Mike for your devotion to our students and school. We wish you and our graduates success for the future. Thank you.